Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Welcome. Hello. Welcome to our second March Q&P.
Yep.
We are so glad you're here. We have a lot of new people, and we're really grateful for you. Welcome.
Yes. So glad the new people are here. We are so glad so many of you show up every month.
Yep.
We are thankful for each and every one of you. For the way you've supported us throughout the years and the way we've just gotten to know you and been able to share all this stuff on Patreon. We love coming on to Patreon.
We love it. It's our favorite thing.
We're going to get real. It's like where we get even more real. And I feel like today we're getting real.
Yeah. Real. Okay. Yeah. So we got a good question this week. We have a few questions in the bank. We're getting some really good ones.
Yep.
Keep them coming.
Definitely.
If you have more that you would like to ask, we would love to talk about them.
Please do.
No matter how niche you think it might be,
Yeah.
or you might think we've already talked about this, or you might think we might not be interested in talking about this. That's okay. Please ask.
Yes.
We
We like niche. In fact, do you say niche? I like how you say niche. And I've never used niche except that I think actually my husband uses niche too now that I think about it.
Okay. What do you say? Niche?
Yeah,
Niche.
but I think that's
It's my niche. Actually, when I
don't know.
say it's my niche,
Okay.
I say niche.
okay.
I don't know. If it's an
Interesting.
adjective, I say niche.
So interesting. I always used to, this is a very off topic. I used to say pop all the time for soda. Pop,
Yeah.
because we're in
Mhm.
Minnesota, right? Then when I married Sean, he always says soda. He's always said
Yeah.
soda because he went to college in Arizona, I think. And so
You picked it up there.
he picked it up there, and now I
Mhm.
say soda all the time. Anyway,
Yeah. It's a little weird to hear you say that. I'll
Soda?
admit. Yeah.
do you say pop?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, anyway. But
All right.
But please think of your niche comment, your niche comment, your niche question. We want to hear those because we
Yep.
we really like deep diving, really, I don't know, interesting things. We have thoughts. We have feelings.
We have thoughts. And this one, I got to tell you, we're going to get, we have talked about in the past, but
We
we're
have.
going to get more, we're going to get deeper.
Yeah.
We're going to get deeper this time. And so I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Mhm.
Okay. So this question is from an anonymous person. I think we're not sure if they wanted anonymous, but we're going to keep it anonymous just in case. Okay. I'd love to hear more about how you guys have navigated talks about puberty, sex, romantic relationships, etc. with your kids. Any helpful resources, books, frameworks that have been helpful? My oldest is getting to that pre-puberty age, and I'd love to have some perspective of parents who've gone through or are going through these transitions in their family. I'm planning on reading Celebrate Your Body for myself and then bits of it with my oldest, and generally have a mindset of keeping open lines of communication, but still it feels daunting when this wasn't a topic that I was able to discuss openly with my own parents. As always, appreciate you both.
Yeah.
Great question.
Really good question.
Yeah.
Because you're right. We are the generation that's changing things, how we talk about these things.
Yeah, I think probably most of you listening, because, I'm making a generalization. I know this is true for people my age, generally.
Right.
Like, this was not a topic that was discussed with our own parents. And so
No.
we are doing things differently, and that takes lots of intentional energy and thought.
Yeah.
And, we're doing that in lots of areas in our life.
Yes.
And you need to give yourself credit. Like, the whole tech thing, that's brand new. Okay, so you're
Yes.
having to rethink that and, how you're going to parent around that. That's new. Mental health is, a huge thing, at least in our family. And we never talked about that growing up. We never uttered a word about mental health. And so...
No.
it was just a different time.
Right.
And that's fine. But we're changing things, and that's a lot of work.
Right. And I always think about it it's not just we're doing it differently than the generation ahead of us, like our parents. We're doing it differently from all the generations. Centuries of time.
Yeah,
Our family
yeah.
hasn't done this.
Yeah.
And so it is a huge ship that we are shifting directions.
Yeah.
And it's huge. It's a
huge.
big job. And so give yourself a lot of credit, and also just give yourself some, space.
To hear the rest of this episode, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/homeschoolunrefined. You'll unlock access to this episode and the rest of our Patreon episode archive.